And so now let's start. Ready?
Yep.
Okay, guys, before we get in, loudrumorvt.com. Go there. Okay, now let's come back.
Okay.
You just started. $0.
Okay.
Let's say you got $1,000 in savings. And maybe you could borrow $1,500 somewhere else if you absolutely needed to. You know, you got a mom, a cousin, a brother, a best friend, something, right? That's all you've got. Okay. Now you decided to second mortgage your house. You got this fitness studio now.
Yep.
It's a shell. It opens up in 90 days.
Okay.
Okay. So far with me?
I'm with you.
Okay. What's first?
We got to market.
Okay, so if you got $1,500, let's say $2,500 total, right? The $1,000 in savings, you know you can find $1,500. How do you start?
So I'm a grassroots guy, right? So pre-sale is all about visibility. I need to be known in the area. So I have a 3-mile radius that I have to captivate, right? So I'm putting my tent out. I am physically, personally out there, you know, pounding the streets.
Okay.
I'm talking to people in parking lots. I'm handing out flyers.
So let's do that. I'm in a parking lot.
Yeah.
You come up to me. What are you saying to me? I got bags of groceries in my hand or whatever I'm coming back from. What are you saying to me?
I'm asking you, have you heard about Orange Theory Fitness?
I have not.
You haven't? Oh my gosh, I'm super excited for you. Mike, here's what this is, man. And I'm gonna talk to you for 30 seconds or so. It's the 30-second elevator pitch, right? So you and I are sitting on an elevator. They're like, hey, Loud Rumor, what's Loud Rumor, right? I have 30 seconds before you get off on floor 12 to tell you all about Loud Rumor or all about Orange Theory or all about your brand. In those 30 seconds, I have to captivate you. I have to find something that you and I can relate with, and I have to get your contact info.
Yeah.
Right? Because all this is fantastic. I'm like, okay, see you later. If I don't get your contact info from that, Mike, I've wasted my time. I've wasted your time. Right? So I need to get something from you and give you something in return. Oh my gosh, you got to hear about this. Mike, I just need to activate this 1-week pass for you, man. What's your last name? Great. And your phone number? Wonderful. And who did you want to bring with you? What? But I'm so excited, now you're so excited, right? Sales is just transference of feeling.
It is.
Right? So it's all an emotional sale.
It is.
Right? So if I'm excited, you're excited, all of a sudden you're kind of like, I don't know, I went to Target and I've spent $3,000 at Target. I thought I needed a tube of toothpaste, and I walk out with my normal Target stuff.
Yeah.
And I got a 1-week pass to Orange Theory. This
And
place sounds awesome.
unlimited people in a parking lot.
Oh my gosh.
Like it's just funnels leads. But the thing is, we don't see it that way. We don't see them as leads because they're not already warm. A lot of people think a lead has to be ready to buy. Well, that's not a lead. That's a person. That's a layup.
Right.
A lead
with a credit card on their forehead.
Yeah. So think about it in the way I look at it is think about like police force, right? When they say I've got a lead, that may mean I found a fingerprint.
Sure.
I have no idea who did this crime. I have no idea if they're even the ones that did it. That fingerprint could be from something else. It just means I have a lead. I have something that gives me some sort of inclination that this may help me get to the end point. And with the person, a human being, here's what we do know: who wants to be in shape? Who wants to be in better shape?
Who doesn't?
Exactly.
Everyone, right?
You're pretty fit. Would you consider yourself pretty fit? I think the whole world would consider you pretty fit.
Okay, yeah.
Would you take 2% less body fat?
Of course I would.
Would you take 2 more pounds of muscle?
Absolutely.
Okay, so even as fit as you are, you're good with being in better shape.
Always.
If someone could promise you a better way to do that, are you interested in learning?
Yes, please.
And that's it, right? So everyone technically is a lead. Now, if you're selling mini skirts, you just lost a good population, right? Because now maybe that 4-year-old kid's not a lead, that guy's not a lead, that old man's not a lead, but fitness, everyone's a lead.
100%.
Okay.
I need a body.
You need a body. That's it.
That's it.
Okay. So now you go, all right, what's the math that you're doing? You're going, okay, I've got 90 days before I open up. I've got $2,500 budget to make this work. What's the math you're doing? Like break even, or how do I get here? Like what's your thought process?
So 2,500 is not a ton, obviously, but it's how we're going to allocate those funds, right? So we're assuming that I'm going to be the boots on the ground. Maybe I have team in place to assist with that, but we're talking burn the boat situation here. If it's just me, I have a second mortgage on my house, I only have $2,500 in savings, I have a kid, I have a family, someone needs to be able to feed them, provide shelter, roof over their head. It's a burn the boat situation for me now, right? So with those $2,500, I am absolutely going to market in addition to my boots on the ground stuff. I'm hitting the business to business boots on the ground. I'm introducing myself. Hi, I'm your new neighbor. Maybe I bring them some welcome cookies, things like that. I've done things where I've, hit, the local Paradise Bakeries or Panera's for, their cookies at the end of the night. They throw them away or they take them to homeless shelter.
Really?
They do. Yeah. So I'm like, hey, here's the deal. I'm going to go make nice with the manager. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take those cookies off your hands. Are you cool with that? Let me save you the trip. So what I've actually done is boxed them up, put a little, hi, I'm new to the neighborhood, and my team has walked around into the local chiropractor. or the med spa next door, or the shoe store.
And what do you say? You get in there.
Hi, we're new to the neighborhood. Brought you a gift, right? Who doesn't love cookies? Who doesn't love a gift? Who doesn't love a present? All of a sudden, I'm not asking you for anything. I'm giving you something before I ask for something in return. And that's what a lot of people forget, even with leads, even out in the parking lot, right? So I teach my team, you need to give your heart before you ask for their hand. Right? And it's actually really, really important. If you actually think about that and kind of break that down a little bit, you have to give them something first before you can ask for anything in return. It's the same thing going business to business. I don't care if it's 4 cookies in a little box with an orange bow that says, hey, we're new to the neighborhood. I'm saying hi, I'm saying welcome. Hey, we are planning on having at least 800 new members here. This is what we're doing over here. This is what these people are interested and involved in. Is there anything I can do to help grow your business, Mike?
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I need more patience too.
Wonderful. Hey, do you have some flyers that I can take with me? I can tuck them in all my new member packets. Like I said, Orange Theory is huge.
Yeah.
We're all about fitness and service and community, and it sounds like that's what you're about too. Is that correct?
Yeah, 100%.
Fantastic. Can I get some of those flyers from you?
Yeah, absolutely.
I would love
Here
to
you
help
go.
you take care of your business.
Cool.
Hey, in return, do you mind handing some of these out to your patients? 'Cause it sounds like you're about health and wellness. Do you mind doing that?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I would love that. Hey, Mike, I'm going to touch base with you here in the next couple weeks. We're going to have a grand opening party. We have a ton of people. It's a huge party. It's a lot of fun. We have a lot of people coming through the neighborhood. I would love to make sure we can bring you in on that. You okay with it?
Yeah, that would be
You okay
great.
with marketing your business a little bit more?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Absolutely.
Okay, great. All right, Mike, well, hey, it was a pleasure meeting you, man. I got a lot of other businesses to run to. We'll touch base soon. Thanks so much.
You got it. You got it.
Next. And I'm on to the next business, right?
And you can do that in 5-10 minutes.
Well, I am. And then it gets easier and easier, right? Because now I'm saying, hey, Mike, I just talked to a lot of the neighbors in the area, and this is what they're all
This guy's
wanting to
coming,
do.
she's coming.
This is what they want to do. They want to hand me some flyers. I mean, I'm sure you want to take part in that too, don't you?
Of course.
Right? People are sheep. Businesses are sheep, but we all want to do what everyone else wants to do.
Yeah.
And then that barrier to entry is a lot easier at that
Of course.
point, right?
Wow. And so that's a great idea. Okay. Now, the $2,500, would you put any of that into ads, or we think because it's limited, you're going to spend it on the bows and the boxes and then make a certain amount off of that?
So that was all donated.
That was all. Okay.
Right, so it's the amount of work that you put in is going to dictate what you get out of things.
Got it.
Right, so I'm okay with spending some of that money, but if I can get all these things donated, the bows and the boxes and the print and this,
How do you get a bows donated?
Find it. You find it. You gotta ask.
get it
A closed
done.
mouth never gets fed, right?
Yeah.
So they box up the cookies, so even if you don't put a bow on the cookies, great. They box up the cookies, individual boxes, wonderful, awesome, great. See you later. We make it happen.
Oh, because maybe they'll, like Panera might do it in order to market their own
They do.
business.
Yeah.
Ah.
Right, so it's getting these other businesses and these other owners to think about how they can win. Again, how can I help you, Mike?
Yeah, yeah.
And in return, I'm going to help myself as well. But if I give my heart before I ask for your hand, you're winning first, and you think like, man, this guy's going to go market my business for me.
Yeah.
He's going to go hand out Panera cookies.
You know, when we did our grand openings for the gyms and studios I worked at too, we had everyone donating. So we had pizzerias come by with pizzas. We had Rita's ice cream come by. We had chiropractors. We had energy drink supplement companies, and everybody just came by. And I had like a slew of people giving away stuff. It didn't cost me anything, but I had full supply, snacks, food, beverages, everything. That was, and we had people giving massages, like it was just free massage or 5-minute free massage chair massages.
Yeah, yeah.
And because they want to get their name out too, so and then you just have music playing and you're good to go. You have a good party.
And then what that does as well, Mike, is that sets the bar for your members, right? So your members understand now that you are in a giving situation. So you're not always going to be asking them for money. Is it a business? Is it our job to make money? 100%. That's what we do. We are in business to grow that bottom line. That's how we feed our families, right? But what the members get from that is they realize that you are actually giving back to them on a regular basis. And they're happy then about spending money at your business.
Yeah. So what do you do with the $2,500 that was donated?
Yeah, so now we'll get to that, right? So, but this is all the grassroots stuff. This is all the organic marketing that we can do for a very, low cost, if any, right?
Yeah, yeah. Time, if anything.
Work,
Just it.
Yeah, time, work, just personal investment. Now what we're going to do, yes, we need to get out to the masses. So, obviously I enlisted the help of Loud Rumor when I opened mine. I would do the same thing, and let's make sure we can get out there in the digital space, because there's an exponential effect that we can have, with the online presence, with Facebook ads and things like that.
And $2,500, that'll get you I mean, that should easily get you 100 to 200 leads right off the bat, and a ton of impressions.
Right. So now once we have the leads, this is where it becomes very, very important is captivating those leads, is nurturing those leads, is following up those leads. Obviously, we want to follow up rather quickly with them. That's really important. We want to provide the value to them and, kind of a scarcity, if you will, a sense of urgency. So each brand is different, whether or not you're going to tier promotional rates or things like that, but that scarcity, the sense of urgency, and really just providing the immediate contact and the value behind what you're doing, and then the passion, right? So it's the excitement that you convey about your brand, about your product, about whatever it is you're doing.
Yeah.
If you don't have that, people can tell. At that point, then you're selling.
Yeah.
And selling's not a bad thing, but selling with passion and selling with conviction is something very different than just selling.
Yeah, authentically boring people get people bored. Authentically excited people get people excited.
Absolutely.
Yeah.